you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with a new video, and in today's video guys, I've got a crazy one. So 11 days ago, I did a video on 3 boys that was caught stealing in Walgreens in Dallas in America. And getting research for that clip, people kept talking about this girl in the pink coat, the pink jacket, and I'm like, who are y'all talking about? Lo and behold, this situation happened in my city. Shout out to my Mancunian. So this happened in England, Manchester, Northwest, in Manchester Arndale, out of all the places. I love how things are like going viral over here and it's reaching the Americas. Shout out to my Americans. You are my most viewed watchers. Like, shout out to y'all. Big up y'all. But yeah, this happened in my city, Manchester Arndale. I used to work near here. But I'm not surprised why I didn't hear nothing about this because, first of all, I don't go to that part of town, even though it's central. Listen, anyone that lives in Manchester, you know about Market Street. I hate Market Street. It's full of like druggies, drunks, prozzies, beggars, you name it, you can find it on Market. I hate Market Street. So all this ratchetness and all this madness, I'm not surprised. And the fact, the way security handled it, yeah, they go through so much. They allow so much. And I've got family members and friends that work in the Arndale, and they tell me this madness happened today. This, and I'm like, where's security? Most of the time, security is there. They just don't do anything. It's above their pay grade, even though they're security. So I'm gonna roll the clip, and I will be back with my commentary. Now, guys, you just saw that. Now I get why a lot of Americans was like, she needs to be embarrassed, she needs a chain. Where's Natalie Nunn? This girl probably looks like my daughter's age. She's probably like a 6 year old, and she's dragging up grown women like what? And I love how all the other adults just stood there, didn't do nothing. Now I'm not telling you to whack up the girl, no, but someone could have gripped her off and back up like she grabbed them. Word on the street is that she's a traveller, she's a pikey, and listen, if you know anything about them, they're of Irish descent. The travellers, so they live in caravans and they travel around the UK, Ireland, you know what I mean? They get about and they're about that like they can fight, they can hold their liquor and they can fight. That's two things for sure that I know about like pikeys and like travelers, gypsies. I mean, they've got many names. So that's what a lot of people are saying. But anyway, the story of this is apparently she got caught stealing in Claire's. Those 2 girls that she gripped up, they apparently snitched. I don't know if they snitched to the security, they snitched to someone. So, she was going down the escalator. She went back up the escalator. She crawled over, went back up the escalator, and grabbed up them 2 girls that snitched. Child, it couldn't have been me. Like, what is this? It's funny, but it's not funny. And again, we've got to hold this little girl accountable, just like with those 3 boys, the video I did on. If you've not seen it, do check it out. Again, where are the parents? Apparently, with this one, her mum was shoplifting with her. A lot of parents, family members seem to be doing that these days. With those 3 boys, their sister dropped them off and she was probably in the parking lot waiting for them. Yeah, this is mad. Listen, the reason why I didn't know this was Manchester Arndale, I do not go there. Ooh, the last time I worked in town near Manchester Arndale, so I worked in the posh side, I worked in Deansgate. Ain't no way. I've been offered to work in the Arndale. Ain't no way. I was like, leave me in Deansgate. So I want to say I stopped working in 2017. A lot has happened. There's been a lot of change. They keep refurbishing in the Manchester Arndale, but you can't take the get like it's the people. It's not the place. It's the people. It looks nice and posh in there nowadays when I go through. But the most you'll get me in town is Primark, and I don't, you know what I mean. That Market Street, I don't go no further. Like I hate it. I literally skip. So I'm at Piccadilly and then go to Deansgate. But that Market Street, I absolutely hate. I take all the, you know what I mean, all the back ends. I hate Market Street, and it's for reasons like this. It's just full of bare ratchetness and it's just so ghetto. And the funniest thing, it's not always from the black people, it's from the whites, the Asians. Like when I say Market Street is so ghetto, it is ghetto. So again, This clip, I'm not surprised. There's never a dull moment in Manchester City Centre. There's always something happening. But yeah, I'm gonna play the next part where she's running away from the security, and again, they just look drained, they look tired, and yeah, I'll be back.
Main character Pink Jacket Girl had zero fear. Someone get her on Netflix doc ASAP. So this girl in a bright pink jacket went viral after causing chaos at Manchester Arndale. She was seen fighting with people, dodging security, and riding the escalator like it was her runway. No one knows who she is, but the internet crowned her the new main character of TikTok. Pure chaos, pure icon.
Yeah, guys, so you just saw that. Listen, even as an adult, I have too much fear. I couldn't even do that. This is not her first rodeo. You can tell she'd been shoplifting, she'd been dragging up girls. Like, no, we need to nip this in the bud from now because literally in the future, just like people are coming for those three black boys, in the future, you can just see where she's going to be heading. Like, it's not good. And if she is out with her family, her mother, like, she needs locking up too. Listen, just for this video today, I had to fling on this pink top. Like, can we get into the slogan? It's never look, it's what? It's God. But yo, again, those travelers, they know how to fight. One thing for sure, two things for certain, they know how to fight and hold their liquor. So she must be a traveler. But yeah, guys, let's get into some people's reactions.
That little white girl in a pink jacket, how she's running up the escalators and then goes to drag somebody's hair. And I'm seeing the whole of the internet. They're all calling her a diva. Say, yes, girl. Oh my God, she ate. She ate. A backstory, this little girl, she looks about, I couldn't even tell you, maybe 10 years old. Backstory, she got caught stealing and somebody snitched on her. The girl's hair she pulled, apparently she's the girl who snitched on her. Now, what I find funny is how everyone's calling her diva, oh she ate. However, if that was a black child, the story would have been so different. That little girl would have been called ghetto, would have been called all types of N-words with the hard ER. Oh, trust and believe. Definitely would have been some monkeys, and I'm just preing these double standards, like, since when was it cute to misbehave? Since when was it cute to drag somebody's hair in public? Oh, because the little girl was white? Nah. I don't know, man, but those double standards is crazy. Like, when I watched that video, I didn't think nothing was cute. Nothing was cute to me. If that was my child, I would have rung about neck. Are you crazy? All I seen there was scatty behaviour. And then to find out that it was her whole family there who were there to shoplift. Because there was three of them, there was three siblings. I watched another part, there was three siblings there and they was all acting the same. And their mum was there too, so clearly the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But she's a D.
Shout out to her for keeping it real. And again, if this was a black girl, completely different story. This is not funny. This is not cute. I'm just in shock. Like, she looks like a 6-year-old to me, but the way she's in a school uniform and she's just badding up these grown women, I'm just like, what? But I agree with her. Again, with those three boys, people were like, the parents need to be thrown in jail. We all know where their future's gonna be. We need to hold the same standards for this girl. Like, it's not cute. Don't know why people are calling her a diva. Again, she's known as Miss, in the pink coat. You better watch out if you see her. You know what I mean? Like, all I can say is she did it to the wrong adult. Because if she would have done this to a certain adult, I might be reporting a completely different video right now. But I agree with her, especially in the UK. Monkeys, go back to your own country. The N word. I don't care if it's the N word with the A or the ER. I hate when people do that. The N word's the N word. So, you know what I mean? But again, black footballers get all those racial slurs daily. So, can you imagine being called a thief or you're shoplifting? We can only imagine the racial slurs that would come out. And again, oh, this is what diversity looks. All them same things that they come out with. But when it's their own, they're very quiet, they're very silent. You know what I mean? They're not keeping that same energy. And again, this is white privilege at the best. But apparently, white privilege doesn't exist. When people of color talk about it, we're making it up. Just those three black boys, like, this is actually less than what they did. They just cussed out the co-worker that was working in Walgreens. She actually put hands on people, and again, that's assault in the UK. Like, Don't matter how old you can't just be putting your hands on people you get. And if they was to retaliate and put hands on her again, I would be reporting a whole different video.
Am I the only one that doesn't think this is funny? Actually, that's funny. I just think about it. My mind immediately goes to childhood trauma. She's learned that behavior. Yeah. So she's learned that, that hair pulling is okay. She's learned, to pull hair. She's learned that shoplifting is okay. That screams childhood trauma. And I just don't think childhood trauma is funny. Anybody else? Oh my God, she's sensitive. She's a snowflake. She didn't think. No, I have such a dark sense of humor. Like worrisomely dark. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a problem. But I just don't. Maybe it's because I have a 10-year-old child. I just think, what is she witnessing on a daily basis? Is it DV? Is it neglect? Is it, stealing things to get money for other things? I just don't, I don't know. Am I being overly sensitive? I don't know. I just, when it comes to children and it comes to being in dangerous households, I just fail to see the humor. I don't know.
No, it's not just you. I agree. Like, you can understand this is not her first rodeo. Like the girl said in the previous clip, that her siblings were there, her family members were there. They were all on some big shoplifting thing, and that's a way of life for some people. Even before the whole cost of living, that's how some people get about. Like they just go in there and shoplift, bear stuff, bear different stores. Didn't work in that one, they go to our next one. I've worked in supermarkets, I've worked in, shoe stores, clothes stores. I see it all the time. I just look at them and just keep doing what I'm paid to do. You stealing is a way above my pay grade. Again, the security in stores and then the security in the Arndale. So, and as you've seen in that clip, the security won't bother. They don't want that smoke. Because these days, even if you lay one finger on a kid, you're going to jail, you know what I mean? So that's why the securities were even trying to grip her like that. Even when she was climbing over the escalators to go to the office, that's really dangerous. Like she could have slipped, dropped. But again, they didn't touch her. So if she did drop, she did that by herself. Because if they would have grabbed her, then she dropped, then they can blame. But you know what I mean? It's one of those. But could she be seen DV? Yeah, of course. A lot of like kids will watch a lot of series that are not made for their age group. So even that, social media, you know what I mean? You see a lot of DV on like on TikTok itself, you know what I mean? So you do need to be careful and mindful what your child's watching. But yeah, there's nothing's new here. She probably sees this on the regular. The family's probably teething on the regular. There's nothing new here. She didn't look scared. The way she approached those two girls, just all nicey, and then just gripped them up. Wow. Mm-mm.
Girl in the pink jacket, get her a baddie's chain. Get her a baddie's chain. If you haven't seen this girl in the pink jacket, then I don't know what your For You page translation been full of. Guys, to think that she's only 6 years old as well. She's 6 years old. Get her a baddie's chain. I don't know what they did to make this child mad. I don't know what they did to her. Oh wait, no, I'm hearing that apparently they snitched, which sometimes you just need to mind your business. I'm not encouraging that, but at the same time, sometimes you just need to mind your business. She shoplifted, which is wrong. However, if you see that she's a little girl, why snitch? Why don't you just go and talk to her? Why don't you just go and tell her what she's doing is wrong instead of going to snitch to the security? Like, I've seen different point of views, and I just know that girl runs her household. I just know she does not play. Guys, they made her so mad to the point where she went down the escalators. She literally went through the gaps to go on the escalator that's going up. That girl didn't care. She didn't waste no time. Like, what did you do to make the girl so mad? And then the full she used when she yanked the girl's hair, like... And all whilst that was going on, she didn't drop the bag and she didn't even hesitate. She did not drop the bag and she didn't hesitate. As she walked downstairs after she dragged the girl's hair like one diva with her hand on her hip.
Ignorance is bliss. See, it's stupidity like that. How can she be like, get us a baddie chain, get us a badge? If that was a black girl, especially when you come for the hood, you see this kind of stuff all the time. You're not saying, oh, get that girl a baddie's chain. You're like, oh, she's too ghetto, she's too ratchet, she needs to sit down, she needs to do a, ABC, da 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 da. But just because she's white, pale skin, oh yeah, she bad, she cute. Ooh. Listen, one thing in that clip I will agree with, those girls, the older girls should have mind their business. Mind the business that pays you. That's why when I saw a lot of theft in work, Or sometimes I'm just normal shopping. I mind my business. There's someone watching in the back, the security watching in the back, and the security on the shop floor. Please do your job. I am not snitching. I'm not going up to the person debating why you do it. Mind your business. You know what I mean? Not everybody. Some people are ticky ticky boom boom. So please mind your business. Just the fact that they snitched. I don't know if they were bait about it. I don't know. We're like, oh yeah, we just saw that little girl down there. You know, the one with the pink coat. Because the way she went down the escalators and climbed over and went back up for them, nah. But one thing out of that clip I will agree with, please mind your business. These kids are not the kids of yesteryears. Like, these kids are on something else. That a lot of them are on smoke. A lot of them don't have respect. They don't care. They will. They will. There's too many stories of kids unaliving their parents, grandparents, because their parents said no, because they couldn't go on the PlayStation or the Xbox, because they weren't allowed to go out today because they were grounded. And obviously, the biggest one is the parents took their phone off them. So many news stories of their parents, grandparents, family members being unalive just because they got their phone taken off them. One of the most viral videos, my first viral video on this channel, was a girl where her mum was turning off her network. If you've not seen that video, do check it out. It's a good one. It is so embarrassing. The mum's in store and she's telling her the girl was grown of age, that I'm shutting off the network because I think a lot of kids forget who pay for their phone and their network. You know what I mean? Even if it's Wi-Fi, you're not paying for it. So for you to be able to go on TikTok, Snapchat, your parents are paying for it. So she shut off the network and she went off. She was like, Mama, no. She was begging. She was doing the most wilding out. Do check that video out. But yeah, another thing I agree with what she said in that clip. A lot of these kids run their household. Their parents can't have. Their parents can't chat to them, but yet their parents are cooking, cleaning, paying the bills. But you can't talk to your 6 year old. And I'm glad that she stated that she's 6. I thought so. She looks like my daughter. Is it like she's a 6 year old? She's in uniform. She's got that little bag that they have over here in the UK. Primary school. Primary school kids carry. She's a little girl. She's not a teenager. Little girl. She definitely runs her household, no doubt.
Is it just me that doesn't find this video of this little girl on the escalators with the pink coat on, going up the escalators to go and hit that woman, pull that woman's hair? Is it just me who doesn't actually find that funny, like, at all? Because I've seen so many videos of people laughing about it. I actually do not find that funny, and I watched the whole video with the straightest face in the world, because that little girl has learnt that behaviour from somewhere. She's learnt that it's okay to attack people. It's okay to go around stealing from shops, multiple shops, may I add. It's okay to behave like that. That girl looks at least 9 or something like that. She looks very young. She's learnt that behaviour from somewhere. It's screaming childhood trauma. And I really don't find it funny. I've got a really good sense of humour as well. I've got a really dark sense of humour, should I say. I find things very funny when they're funny. That I don't find that funny. I don't know why people are laughing at quite clearly not a funny situation. That is learnt behaviour from somewhere. That child thinks it's okay to go and pull somebody's hair and attack somebody in a very busy place, in a very busy, with lots of people. Yeah, I don't have words for it. If that was my child, in fact, if that child approached me and did that to me, God only knows what would happen to that mother. But again, it's actually not funny. It's really not funny. I'm actually quite in shock at the amount of videos laughing at it.
Yeah, again, it's giving DV, childhood trauma. Her parents are just letting her run the house like it's not okay. And again, I still don't get why all those other adults just stood there and did nothing. Again, when I first watched it, I was in shock. I wasn't laughing, I was in shock. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, like, is this what is going down in Manchester Arndale? I was like, yo. But nah, crazy. No way, no little 6 year old is grabbing me up like that. I'm not saying I'm gonna put hands on them, but them as adults, they do have the right to defend themselves. Like, this is how a lot of people get pow-powed in America, because it was defense, self-defense. You know what I mean? It could have went seriously left in so many different ways. When she was running down the escalator and climbing over, you know what I mean? She could have slipped, dropped, bust her head, like, gripping them. They could have retaliated back, hurt her, you know what I mean? Maybe pushed her so hard that she bumped her head on the like it could have went so many ways, but yet people are like, oh yeah, she needs a baddie's chain. Oh, she cute, she all that, she a diva. Like, absolutely not. This is not cute at all. I don't care what color you are, just how young she is. She ain't no 9-year-old, man. She's 6. She's probably 6. And again, people are talking about, because I've only seen different clips, but like that first girl stated, she's watched the whole video. Her siblings are on smoke. The mum's there, and they were stealing. I thought they only stole from Claire's. Shout out to Claire's. They were stealing from multiple shops. So again, what surveillance, what security on? Why are they not doing anything? It shouldn't take someone to snitch for them to finally do something. But again, as you've seen security in those clips, they're nowhere near her. They're not trying to touch her. If they approach them like, who's your parent or who you here with, she ain't gonna tell. That's snitching on her mum. This is what I mean, especially in this country. Kids run this country basically. Like, you have no rights, no authorities compared to, like, you know, countries in Africa and the Caribbean. This is why teachers are walking out on their jobs. They don't get paid enough. The kids are unruly. Like, shout out to all the teachers. Like, this is why they've had enough, because they have no power. Certain kids going to school just to erupt the class and disturb. Like, imagine waking up here and you're an English teacher. You're gonna do English language today, or you're gonna do, you know, poetry. You can't even teach that because you have that 1 or 2 students that are just always fucking about, thinking they're the class clown, thinking they're funny, they're little G's. After a while, it's just like, I can't do this no more. Like, it's really frustrating. Even me growing up, yeah, you had the class clown, you would laugh at certain jokes, but then it would get to that point. It's like, all right, come on now, like, I actually want to learn something today. You know what I mean? It gets to that point. It's like, yeah, because you can see the frustration. I'm sorry, shout out to my best friend. She was one of them girls. Maths. Oh my gosh, my maths teacher, Asian man, Mr. Khan, shout out to him. He hated my best friend, and obviously I loved her, but I loved him, so I was like in the middle. One time she was doing the most, and I had to tell her, I was like, yo, like, chill out now. You know what I mean? Like, let him, like, he's trying to do his job. And this is what I mean, but a lot of them, they just need that one person to school them. You know what I mean? He hated it. He was always sending her. Oh, we laugh about it till today, and she does feel bad. She's like, yeah, like, she looks back and she's like, yeah, I was a dick. I'm like, yeah, you was. But teachers have no right. There's nothing you can do. There's only so much detention, exclusion you can do. If the kid is unruly, they're on, like, it is what it is, unless they permanently get kicked out. But apart from that, constantly disturbing. I had to tell her, I was like, one day I was like, yo, I actually want to learn some maths today. Like, can you stop? And then, you know, she shut up. She's like, all right, cool, man, cool. Save it for tomorrow. It's just like, but yeah, shout out to Mr. Carr, shout out to my bestie. But yeah, they had some love-hate relationship. And it's funny because when she actually did want to learn, he was on smoke. He would, you know, poke the bear. So then she'll be like, fuck it, let's go. You know what I mean? So it's that tick for tat. But yeah, she's grown now. She's a mother. She's got kids, so she, you know what I mean? She knows, and she's like, yeah. She looks back and she's like, yeah, I was a dick. I was like, yeah, you was.
If that little girl was black in the pink puffer coat, y'all would have been called CPS. It wouldn't have been no, oh, she's so cute comments. That's a baddie. She deserve a baddie chain comments. It wouldn't have been none of that. Y'all would have called that little black girl everything but a child of God. Ghetto, unkept, unruly. Where her parents at? Where her parents at? Ain't nobody calling for that little white girl parents. She got the leg strength to go up an escalator and snatch bitches' wigs. Y'all are applauding her? She's a little thief. She running around like the seed of chucking goop and shit. And y'all like, good job? Oh, okay. I promise y'all, if it was a little black girl, the internet would have found the parents in 10 seconds flat. Mama would have been exposed. Daddy would have been exposed. Grandparents would have been exposed. Hell, 3rd grade teacher would have been exposed. Y'all would have exposed it all. Y'all would have been calling everybody to action to do something. The last thing y'all want is little black kids running around acting like that. But somehow, some way, this little girl getting praised. A badass child is a badass child. Got her pinky toe in the juvie seal and y'all talking about, oh, she's so funny. What the hell is funny? What is so cute and so funny about a literal child running around without any type of home training, stealing and fighting people in the mall? And she's in all of what, 3rd grade maybe? What's cute and so funny about that? I would be terrified. I would genuinely think that little girl was sent from hell. Like, she ran up them escalators. It's not funny. But absolutely the fuck not. I would have been running and screaming for my life. Then for her to smirk on her way back down the escalator? Honey, check the backyard. Check the basement. Look for her little burn book. I don't know. But from every Lifetime movie I've seen, that's exactly how shit start. Y'all think it's funny though, right? Y'all think it's hilarious. I just know if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would not be having this reaction. And that's the sad part.
Shout out to that girl, and yes, she kept it 100. If this was a black girl, she would be called everything under the sun but a child of God. And like she said, if she was black, they would have found her parents quick, quick. With this girl in the pink jacket, even though I'm late with the story, people are still like, where's the mom? Where's the dad? But again, if they are travelers, that's how they get it. But you don't like travelers, they're not in society, you know what I mean? So you could never catch them. They could be owing something to someone, you're never gonna see them again. You get like that's how they get about. They move about so much that they're never in one place for too long. But yo, she did have a school uniform on, so the thing with travelers, they're mostly home taught. So, you know what I mean? She might not be like traveler like that. But yeah, ain't nothing funny. It's giving possessed again. One minute she's going down the escalator, then she's climbing over, then she's running up, and then she's gripping. It's giving possessed. Like, what? You lot have seen the exorcism, right? Like, that's what it's giving. Like, she's on the walls and doing backflips and like, wait, what? Even the two girls that allegedly snitched, even they wasn't expecting that. They're like, oh yeah, she's coming back up the escalator. What's she gonna do? I just like, I know what she just gripped them. Like, what? Not one, but two of them. I'm not impressed. This ain't funny. I'm shocked. Like, again, I get why a lot of people just stood there because apart from them being family and friends, you're just going to be in shock. But again, we live in this day and age of social media. People prefer to take out their phones than to help. But I agree with her. Everything she said was so on point.
Have you seen the little girl in the pink jacket? Do you know what I mean? The little girl on the escalator. I've got some clips, bear with me. So, little girl, pink jacket, I'm guessing 8. She's been shoplifting. This isn't even funny. People are like calling her a little diva and that. She needs a good fucking sassa, that one, I'm telling you now, she does. Little madam. So, she's stealing. Then some of the girls must grass her. So she goes back up the escalator. Wait, I swear to show you these clips. And she grabs the girl's hair. Then she's got the 2 security men following her down, and then she skips over and goes the other side. She's there with the mum and some other kids. Little shit. She ain't a little diva, her. She's gonna be a little fucking nightmare, is what she is. You sort of can't help but I'm smiling and laughing because I'm just like, oh, it's one of those, do you know what I mean? The little fucker. Okay, is the bit.
Right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Look at her hood. Oh my god. And she thinks it's fucking hysterical. I mean, it's funny because it's just pure cheek. But I'm sorry, she's a little madam. No.
Shout out to that woman. She's actually an actress. She's been in like a couple of good shows in the UK. I mostly know her from The Bill. Shout out to The Bill. That was my show growing up. But not her on TikTok. It's so weird when you see like actresses and actors on TikTok giving commentary. It's weird. It's just like, oh, you're an actor. What are you doing on here? And she's so common as well, like hearing her accent. Because obviously, different roles. Obviously, she has a different accent. But yeah, it's just mad hearing her. But yeah, she told no lies. The little shit, the little, you know how we get that, like, especially white people, when they see a badass kid, the way they talk about those kids, like, that's what she's giving. So I agree. I started laughing in her clip because they put that Jet 2 sound over it. And it's like, get to holiday, like, you know what I mean? The money, you can save on £200 while she's dragging up these girls. It's just like, nah. Again, before Trump and the White House took the sound, that's what people were using it for like funny skits like that. If you've not seen it, I did a video on the White House jacking the Jet 2 sound. Do check it out. But yeah, she told no lies and I agree. It's not funny, but some people laugh with like when they're shocked or nervous in it, like a nervous laugh, and that's what it's giving. It's just like nah. And obviously, in the back of your head, you're like, this couldn't be me. Like it's bad. And then again, security, it's for me. It was just security. They were just so unbothered. They were like, she just assaulted 2 girls, but like what? In what world would this happen? And again, I'm sorry if this little girl was any other color, they would have gripped her up. Again, you see how they treat little black girls. They look old for their age, blah, blah, blah. If that was a little black girl, she would have been pinned to the wall already. not going nowhere until the police arrive, till your parents come. This was white privilege at its finest.
Blossom for the Powerpuff Girls that was on the elevator in that pink coat. Listen, don't know what they did to her, but whatever they did to her to make her run up that escalator to deliver that fate like that, they most definitely deserved it. Do you know how motivated you gotta be to run up an escalator that's going the opposite direction and still have enough stamina to deliver a fade? Junie B. Jones and the B stands for you better duck when I run up. Wasn't playing with them at all. Pink coat is the true definition of it's on site wherever I see you at, okay? Wherever I see you at, ain't nothing but space and opportunity between us, okay? Pink coat took that opportunity and ran with it, okay? And after she was finished, she skedaddled her way back to wherever she came from. Mind you, all those young girls had to do was mind the business that pays them, okay? Now you about to get paid with 2 pieces of the combo. Y'all just witnessed the Powerpuff Girls in live action because Blossom wasn't playing with them at all. And I don't care what they said Pink Coat was doing. I'm on her side. And when she walked back down that escalator, she looked like, yeah, and I do that shit again.
See, shout out to my Black Americans. They're finding it funny because it's a white girl. It's kind of like white on white crime. Anything that happens with white people, they're like, yeah, that's white people's business. But you know, like I know, if this was a black girl, we'll be speaking a whole different story right now. So wrong is wrong, and I don't care what color she is. But one thing for sure, like she said in that clip, mind the business that pays you. Like I don't know why them two girls were snitching and pointing, like, yeah, it's that little girl in the pink coat. The girl in the pink coat, like, say what? She's like, I got something. You know what I mean? So definitely, my mom does it a lot. She tries to school. I'm like, Mom, these are not the kids of the 90s and of the 2000s. Leave them alone. These kids go from 0 to 100 real quick. These kids are like, when I see you, it's on site. Like, these kids are not threatening. These kids are pulling up and handling business, standing on business. So I agree with what she said like that, but people really do need to mind the business. Unfortunately, again, there's no village. Back in the day, a person could see you doing wrong. If they know your family or your parents, they'll call them up. Yo, I saw your daughter doing this today. You know, when you're getting home, you're getting that ass whooping. You could usually speak to them in person. You can't do that no more. Like, kids are drawing out zombie knives on people for just looking at them too long or the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, it's serious. Like, jokes aside, it's real out here. People are losing their lives just for stupid reasons. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they have a very short fuse. I'll give them that for sure. But yeah, ain't nothing funny. But I do get why a lot of Black Americans find it funny because again, it's in the UK and it's a little white girl in a pink coat.
The girl that got her shit rocked by the Junie B. Jones kid in the mall is literally so mature because I would have been trying to fight the kid, bro. Like, ain't no way you're coming up to me trying to rock my shit, trying to beat me up. You're a whole child. Like, I would just be offended off just the fact that this child thought that they could just put hands on me. I'd have to get my lick back. Like, no lie, I'd have to kick that girl down the escalator or something. Like, I don't know.
Do you see what I mean? If she would have gripped up the wrong person, it could have ended a different way and I could be reporting a different story. So even that, as much as people are like, oh, she a diva, this is cute, this is funny. No, this could have gone seriously left. It's only funny because nothing escalated, like nothing went nowhere. But yo, like she said, if this was me, duh, 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 duh. I know a couple of people, and again, she grabbed up 2 white girls. She couldn't do that to an Asian or a black person. I'm sorry, you ain't gripping no person of color and think you're gonna be okay. People of color, they're kids, okay? They might not do it as much as they did back in the day, but you know what I mean? They ain't no way, especially in public. It's not even like you're doing it in one, like you're doing it in a busy area, in the mall, in the shopping center. Coming and embarrassing me, and now you got people on YouTube and on TikTok, you know what I mean, talking about it. Ain't no way. Like, definitely a person of color, it would have gone left. Even my mom, when I did that story of B Simone getting harassed the other day in Target, if you've not seen it, do check it out. My mom's talking about all these stuff that she's walking out with pepper spray, this. I'm just like, stop. Again, imagine her attacking them and then one of them just sprayed her. Like, that's what you do. It's self-defense. Like, she could have dragged them down the escalator. Like, they were so in shock and not ready. They didn't know what was gonna happen. And this is what happens. You get attacked and then you defend yourself and then you're the one in the wrong. And it's like, these two girls were just stood there allegedly snitching. I don't know why they didn't snitch and get off. Like, why you stood there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna snitch, at least do it the right way. Snitch on that person, and I need you to bounce. Because if that person finds out that you snitched, you know they're coming for you, right? You know, snitches get stitches. Hello, child or not. Mm-mm. But I agree with her. It couldn't be me. And reasons like that, I do not go to Manchester Arndale.
I just got through watching the Pink Jacket girl, and that's my motherfucking daughter. Better not nobody fuck with her. Stand on business, because guess what? Instead of them good Samaritans going to let their parents know, or just going to go pay for it for them and say they shouldn't be doing that, what y'all do? Y'all go snitch on them. Snatch her up again, baby girl. And y'all see baby girl was so unbothered. What she did? She walked right up that escalator. Told him, excuse me, move out my way. Grab that hoe by the hair and say, yeah, bitch. Yeah. Tell on that.
What the fuck? First of all, sir, we can't even see you. Like, why are we just watching your silhouette? Second of all, not him. Like, yeah, I'm the pappy. That's my baby girl. Like, again, Black Americans are having a field day because this is a little white girl in the UK, in Manchester, with a pink coat. This is not funny. This is not cute, sir. And not him telling the adults instead of snitching they should have paid for what she wanted. Fam, do you know that it's the cost of living? Like, we're all struggling. And on top of that, she didn't just steal from one place, she stole from multiple places. Even if someone did offer to pay, she'd probably like, nah, I'm good. I already got it. Like, can you not see it? You know what I mean? You know, when you try and help people and they've still got that pride, they're like, nah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Like, no, again, Black Americans are having a field day with this. Like, it's not funny. It's not cute. No, sir, that is not your daughter. Okay, she's 100% white. Okay.
I had to toe out the motherfucking frame, but at the same time, she ate that so fucking bad. I don't care what nobody say. You cannot help but to say she ate that. She said, y'all gonna snitch on me? Okay, cool. Since y'all wanna cause all this ruckus, since y'all wanna cause all this attention towards me, bitch, now I'm finna cause a real scene. Yeah. What y'all think, bitch? Y'all think, what y'all would've did if the little girl would've just came up attacking you?
Do you see what I mean? Black Americans are having a fucking field day with this. She ate. Oh, she bad. She a diva. Whoop whoop. She still on business. No, absolutely not. And they're not keeping the same energy because you know if she tried to grip you up, your mama, your sister, your aunt, you know you'll be singing a different tune. But because you're gripped up to your white girls, it's funny. Like, nah, man, wrong is wrong. We gotta keep that same energy. Because you know the energy you put out, that's the energy you get back. So yeah, you're laughing at these people, but if someone does that to you tomorrow, a family member, you know it's on site. So I don't get why people are condoning this and saying it's funny. And again, with those three boys, he didn't touch nobody. They were just cussing. I was offended, and he wasn't even talking to me. I'm shook of Shorty in the pink coat. Like, but again, if that was me, I'll probably not even saying anything else. But you get the point. It'd be a complete different story. So no, it's not funny. And these same people laughing about, oh, she needs a body chain. If she did that to you, you'll be like, where's the parents? She needs to be locked up. She needs to be in a group. You know what I mean? Wrong is wrong. I don't care who she did it to. This could have been an elderly lady that could, you know what I mean? Baby boomers, they grew up in a different time, you know what I mean? So they could be snitching just so she gets on the right path. What if you know what I mean? The elderly person had a walking stick and she took the walking stick. You know what I mean? Like, nah, this isn't cute. It's like being serious. This isn't funny. Like when you just deep it, nah. So I know all these Black Americans, they're kikiing and laughing, but all seriousness, wrong is wrong, and nah, this ain't it.
Did you guys see the video of the little girl who walked up the escalator and dog walked them two adult girls? I really want to know, like, what them girls did to her to make her do that. And, like, who's her parents? Because apparently she's been watching too many baddie shows. Shorty need a chain. Like, get baby girl a chain because she was, like, 7, maybe 8, no more than 10. Walked up the escalator, mollywopped 2 full-grown adults or teens, then skipped down the escalator midway, escalator stopped, and then walked up like it was nothing. Like, who's your mama?
The people don't be lying when they say every now and then you gotta hop on the trends or something that's going viral. Because me talking about this little white girl in her pink coat on the escalator going up there to catch her fate with the people that snitched on her for stealing out the store almost got me to 1,000 views in under like 10 minutes. What that mean? We like mess. But no, for real, y'all be having to catch up like me. Dude, hop on the stuff. It gets you your view time and everything. They all count. That all count. All right, love y'all later.
Yes, she told no lies. Listen, I'm a Mancunian. Anything that's trending, I'm definitely gonna speak on it, but especially in my city, in my country, like, come on. But no, I agree, especially on TikTok. Anything that trends, you have to jump on it. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this happened to you, what would you do? And if you saw this happening to someone else, what would you do? I'm very intrigued. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if I seen it happening to someone else, I'm gonna mind the business that pays me. I'm not gonna lie. But there were people that were stood right next to those girls, you know what I mean? Like if I'm that close, I might have to, whoa, break it up. But overall, if I'm on the other side of the mall, I'm just walking and I'm not whipping out my phone. I'm just like, yo, probably be on the phone to my friend, like, yo, I seen a madness happening. Like but yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.